Well, good morning. It's been hot, it's been dry, which is ideal conditions for making hay. And Jeffrey and Jackie, they've had a busy last week. While Joy and I were in Texas, they were making hay. We were visiting our other son and daughter-in-law and grandson and granddaughter, having a great time in Texas. It was hot there also. And Jeffrey and Jackie, they were having a great time here in Mississippi making hay. If you can see over here, well, I'll grab the camera and tour here. They made 580 square bales. We got them stacked up here. There's still some on the hay trailer here. Got them stacked up in the hay barn. And then added 15 round bales to our pile of round bales. We're doing pretty good for the winter season. We might cut a little bit more later in the year if it's possible, but I think we're getting to be in good shape. So this week's video is going to be about making hay. We arrived late last night, around 6 or 7 o'clock, and Jeffrey was finishing up rolling up the round bales. So we've got some video of that, and we got some video that Jeffrey and Jackie took while they were actually doing the work this week. So enjoy. The first step is getting the trailer on the truck and getting that out into the field, so we've got some place to put the square bales and then get them back into the hay barn. Here Jackie is following along behind in the gator. Jeffrey's up ahead in the truck and the trailer. I'm actually kind of amazed that Jeffrey can get that rig through our little farm roads here. We go down through the bottomland. This is one of the first bottomland roads that we created long ago. And then up, we'll go up out of the bottomland into the pasture areas. They've already got the hay wagon out here. A hay wagon tows behind the square baler. And now Jeffrey's bringing the square baler out. The square baler is kind of awkward to tow out along these narrow trails here, and that big wood ramp, that's for moving the square bales as they get pushed out, pushing them up to the hay wagon that's being towed behind the square baler. Well, here's the setup. Everything's all hooked together. We got the tractor, and then the square baler, then the ramp to go up onto the hay wagon, and there's the hay wagon. So all three of those things move along the field, and we make square bales.
So Jeffrey's going to try it out to start. He said the hay is really thick. Normally, either me or Mr. Rob are inside driving the tractor, and Jeffrey is on the outside catching the bales.
It's always good practice to stop after the first 2 or 3 bales are pushed out to check the tension on the string and make sure everything is coming together okay. Jeffrey stacks these first few bales back on the hay wagon. The first bale is always a little loose, but it seems like the other bales are coming out nice and solid.
So it seems like it's still pretty good with that size cylinder up. This one's even bigger,
Sure.
so it's probably gonna have trouble with this.
Okay, so I'm on the back of the trailer. Whenever Jeffrey stops, I can grab a few hay bales, probably 2 or 3, and I'll stack them. This is different. Different for me. Normally I'm inside the tractor, but this is pretty cool. Jeffrey stops every now and then, so I can grab the bales. I've definitely have not mastered walking on the trailer while it's going. So see how he's stopping because it's so thick. So yeah. Oh, there's a. This is working out great, actually. A different point of view for me. Normally, I am inside that tractor, and Jeffrey's out here. But this is great. Well, definitely with the help of Jeffrey. But whoop, we have some hay. Oh, this is a huge accomplishment for me to load all this hay onto the trailer. Yeah, pretty proud.
So the hay wagon is full and there's still hay to be baled out in the field. So Jeffrey transfers the hay bales from the wagon to the trailer behind the truck. That way he can go back out in the field and continue baling hay, and we can later, well, put more hay onto this trailer and then take the trailer back to the barn and unload it. And I think eventually we'll probably go back with the hay wagon full of hay also. Here the trailer's almost full. It will be full once Jeffrey gets finished moving that hay off the wagon, but there's still more hay to bale out in the field. So Jeffrey and Jackie are going to go back out there and fill up the hay wagon, and then bring that back in behind the tractor and the hay baler.
Alrighty, we're done for the day. Today's Friday. Jeffrey is taking the hay back to the barn.
Okay, so we've been baling hay on and off for the last couple days, and we've got a bunch loaded up on the trailers, and now we're just putting it in the barn for storage for the winter. And so
Notice that the square bales are loaded on top of wood pallets. We do that so that the hay bales aren't directly on the concrete where they can get condensation. They start rotting next to the concrete as moisture and stuff might collect there. They get good ventilation with those pallets underneath them. So here's Jeffrey getting out the plank. We use this plank to span the distance between hay on the trailer and hay on the haystack that we're putting together. It's much easier to walk across this plank than trying to throw each bale across and then pick it up again. And so one thing about small hay bales is that they're easy to feed and manipulate when you're trying to feed out your animals. You don't have to get a big huge tractor out and move a big round bale around, but it does require a lot of hand manipulation when you're getting it out of the field and into the hay barn. We're moving it a couple times here by hand. At least we're not having to pick it up by hand out in the field. That's the nice thing about that chute that Jeffrey made that pushes the hay up onto the hay wagon, and then it's just a matter of stacking it from the one end of the wagon to the next.
alright, you probably get the idea. Just keep on going up. I got most of this field baled with the square baler. And now I'm going to get the round baler hooked up and just clean everything else up with the round baler. I've had enough square baling for the weekend. We'll park it next to this other pile of hay and I'll unload it later sometime.
So tune in next week. I've got some video of Jeffrey making hay with our round baler. It's interesting to watch that big machine running around packing hay into a big, huge roll. So thanks for watching Longleaf Sheep Hill Ranch.